webinar, and welcome to the room. Welcome, everybody. Tonight, we're going to talk about some different things on a brand new trader perspective. But first, I want to give you this, since we're going to be talking about money. This is for lawyers, and we don't get in trouble. Okay. If you need to see that, just pause the video. That's all results may vary, just so you guys know. So, who am I? My education, my experience when I started with Dex, my attitude, and my current attitude. Well, I am Michael Ficca. I am from New Jersey. My education isn't what you would think my education would be. I did graduate high school, and I made it to 2 years of community college and got into my profession, which was radio DJ. And I did very well with that. Figured I didn't need to go back to college and spend $40,000, and went from there. My trading experience, as many of you know, if you're coming to the videos and the webinar, I got robbed overseas in a couple different venues with 1-minute trades and the infamous trading robot. And I really don't want to go into the probably 7,500 altogether. And when I came back to America, where it's legal, I probably lost another 3,000 or 4,000. Plus bought another Forex system, which you lose out on that. So I'm a YouTube junkie, so I found Dex Trader or Dex Signals, and I thought I'd give that a try. Started out in Max Signals, which was the top of the line. Demoed. And didn't get my first aha moment until I had my first consultation with Max. And I was doing everything wrong. Anything that you guys have done and you think was wrong, from trading 100 contracts on your demo just to see how cool it would be, to scalping when you're not supposed to scalp, or jumping ahead when you're when you're trying to put on a trade and I want to get in that trade, even though I know I shouldn't get into the trade, and get into it anyway so I can make the money. I did it wrong. So where I'm coming from is probably where you guys all started. It's really, my starting attitude with this company was very, very skeptical, very, very standoffish, as Max would probably agree with. And then my current attitude, which in 4 months, I surprised myself. I keep telling Max every day, I can't believe the progress that I have made in this company. With just, we were talking about a pre-webinar, the consistency, the practice, the training, how great the training with this company is. It's truly phenomenal. Everything that I've gone through, I'm so excited with the process that I can't hold it back. So hopefully you guys can hear it in my voice. So we'll move a little forward here. Consults are the very first one. Introduction, we did. Max, Max, are you there?
Yeah, buddy.
Okay. That was my first mistake. Oh, there's my pencil. That should have been before, but we're going to go consults, obstacles. So we're going to go right into consults. Okay. So I was lucky enough to what I call pay it forward, but Max is going to say trade it forward. We're all here for you, and I'm very happy to be a part of the consult team. And I've talked to probably 10, 12 people now, and I hope some of the people are here in the room. Hope I'm getting through to you guys, and hope you know that anything you guys need, we're here for you. Paul, Ken, Dan, John, Brian, Chi, Max, myself, you see us in the room, ask us anything you want. We're very transparent. We're very open. If we can't, not any of us are in the room, the bottom of the screen, you'll see it says online. Hopefully it says online. Amy and Brian, superb customer service. I mean, bar none, the best. And they've never not answered any of my questions, and I had a lot of them. We also would like, if you're in the rooms themselves, please share your trades. And if you take a look at my last video that I just did, I have the new on today, 110, and it shows you how to post your screen to the room if you don't know how to do that. And probably afterwards we could show you. It's very, very simple as far as that's concerned. So consoles, please, if you don't show up, and I'm not mentioning any names, but if you don't show up, please try to reschedule with us, or just send us an email just saying I can't make it, or something comes up, or we're fine with that. We can always reschedule. It's not a big deal. Obstacles. Now this was big for me personally. Can I do what these guys are doing? I heard Max and I heard Paul, and I see what they're doing, and I'm like, can I do that? Can I really, really do that? I never thought I could because I've been ripped off, this and that, and the whole 9 yards. And then as I got further into the process, I'm like, yes, I can do that. I really, they really created a pathway, and Max himself created a proprietary process where he can take anybody off the street, go through training, go through the consults, ask the questions, and you'll be able to be successful in this training process, which is tremendous. And then what am I doing wrong? I am always 78%. I got to be doing something wrong. Make a phone call, or get on the consult and say to we can look at your trades, we can see what you're doing. It's as easy as maybe you're not getting in at the right time, maybe you're choking up at intraday and you shouldn't be choking up intradays, or you're just not getting in the right signals. It's a very simple process where we can see if you're timing the process right, or we can see if you're not getting in the right strike price. A couple of guys I was talking to today, I'm already live. Well, how long have you been with the company? Well, I've been with the company 2 weeks. No, you're not going live. You're going to be you're going to be in demo. Demo is such a important process in the whole Dex signals, Dex Trader, Dex everything. It's everything. It's consistency. It's repetition, repetition, repetition. I can't say that enough. The repetition on how you guys can. The more you do, the better you become. I've done almost 1,000 trades now. I never thought I'd get to 1,000 trades, but it's you're learning from your mistakes in demo, so you don't make the mistakes in live. Okay. I've personally taken the Trader's Mind series 4 times. I've gone through that process 4 separate times. It's tremendous. It's a tremendously put together process on what to do, how to do it, what your mindset should be, and it's just incredible, incredible. And if you find yourself doubting yourself, or can I do it, or the whole 9 yards, take that again. And I know Max is he just said in the room he's revamping the new training series. So mindset, this is probably the most important for me that I had learned, was my mindset. Train, learn, train, ask questions, train, demo, train, demo. It's all explanatory. Really, it really is. The more you train, the better you'll become. The more questions you ask. There is no stupid questions. But do go through the training before you ask the questions. Make sure you know. I mean, we give it away for free, which is incredible. Amy, Brian, Max, thank you for that. I mean, that's like giving away. I call that a college scholarship, really. I mean, the training is worth its weight in gold. I wouldn't be here today without that training, to be honest with you. Again, with the Trader's Mind and the repetition, repetition, repetition. I can't stress that enough of how much repetition you need before you become successful and before you become comfortable in trading. And that's the biggest part, comfortable. The consistency, which leads to the volume, which leads to the goal. And that's right where I am right now. And I'm very excited. I scream, like Max said in the beginning, scream from the rooftops. Now we're going into the incremental crawl. And I affectionately put the trademark Max Farrow. He came up with the concept.
That's funny. That's really funny. I like that.
It's not trademarked. It's pending though. You can start your account with $800. Okay. One contract. and I don't care if anybody in here. I know you see my live trades. I started with 5,200 hours, but it was much more in there before genius me decided not to listen to Max in the beginning and make my own trades and losing all that money. So you start out with 800 or whatever you're starting out with. You can have 1,600, you can have 2,400, you can have 5,000. Just make sure you're going in $800 intervals. Okay. Your first one, your 8 to 1,600 is going to be the hardest one out of them all. You need at least 40 trades for that. And nobody's going to go 40, nobody. Um, take your time, and slow and steady wins the race. It took me 97 trades to get to 2 contracts, but it's only going to take me not less than a week to get to 3. That's how good the signals are. That's how good the CVG. And now I'm getting more excited because I see 3 contracts right around the corner. And then right after 3, you're going to go in $800 increments. Add another contract. Go to 3,200 to 4,000. Add another contract. 4,000 to 4,800. Add another contract. Now you're only trading. It's only going to take you 8 trades to get to your next increment. And then when you get to 10 contracts, that's 200 hours a win. You're only going to need 4. And what do you actually need for the month? Everybody can figure it out, what they need, what they want, what they have to have. Max brought up a great point in a webinar a couple of weeks ago. If you just say you need $4,000, okay, I'm still not used to the whole news process of the NFP and all these other news that come out during the course of the month. I look at it as I can't trade. I'm upset. You know what I mean? I got to wait until 11 o'clock tomorrow to trade, or I can trade at 7 a.m. tomorrow, but then I can't trade again until 12 noon. That's very frustrating for me. And again, tonight, we were just talking about it before the webinar, that I have an opportunity to trade from 12 to 3, but I really should probably demo that and just see how I do during the course of that. What I have learned the hard way was news. So now I have on my iPhone, I have and again, my dad actually bought me for Christmas. He bought me a timer, so I know I have 2 hours and 2.5 hours to trade before the next news cycle comes out, which is great. I mean, you also have Google Calendar, and you go into that. Me personally, I use it on my computer, so it's actually a great tool, for that. Yes, Heath, I hate that too. 5 to 6 o'clock, you don't know you go out to dinner, Heath. As far as anything else, again, I can't stress enough to practice, to demo, to ask questions. Uh, it's the only way that you'll even remotely try to become successful in this business. Um, I've made many many mistakes, and Max will tell you that I was probably one of the worst in the very beginning. I was so standoffish. I was, like I said, skeptical, and now through a 4-month process of getting my mind right and my head right, where I'm finally in the mindset that I should be in. The final process of my mindset was going live. Now that's where I don't care who you are in this room. When you actually put your own money on the line and you're spending your own money, that's where your knot in your stomach starts to happen. And you're putting your first trade in, and you're hoping to win. You're hoping to win. Now, lost my first one. Okay, you can accept that loss. Then you lose your second one. You're like, what the hell am I doing wrong, Max? And Max walked me through the whole process, and then I was completely off tilt and put in what I thought I went back to demo and put in 2 trades for 5 contracts each. And now I'm pacing back and forth because I have almost 700 hours or 800 hours on the line. And I'm like, please win, please win. And they both won, thank God. But that's how off tilt you were. So I was completely off. Yeah. And then we're looking on the screen right now. Lost the first 2, put on 5 and 5. And I thought I was going to die that day. Now, Max was out. Um, out with his family, and he goes, "What kind of day did you have, buddy?" And I'm like, "I lost my first two trades." He goes, "Well, what the hell?" And then I messed up on my second two trades. He said, "But you won, and that's the last time you'll do that, right?" And I'm like, "Yes, absolutely." Um, but the journal, while it is painful to look at when Max brings it up, has helped me in the process of. It's very important to have a journal. We want everybody in here to have these journals, and Max is putting something together where we'll all be able to see everybody's results. It'll be great. And you might be. I might look at John Williams, and John Williams will say to me, "Mike, you're trading in news. You shouldn't really be trading in news." Well, I didn't know that. Thanks, John. I appreciate that. John's not yelling at me for trading in news, but I might have done that. I can say to uh, Brian Morris, Brian Morris, you're trading in news. You shouldn't be. Oh man, I'm at work and I shouldn't be doing that. It's a family. I can't stress that enough. That it's family. I found another family, and that's Dex Trader. From Max to Amy to Brian to all the senior traders to all the new people that are coming in. It's a passion. I know it's a passion of Max's. It's a passion of mine to help bring you to where I was to where I am now. And any way that I can help, I'd be happy. You guys have my email. It's mficca@dextrader.com. Anytime you need anything, if you can't get any answers in the room, if um, the the chat is closed, and Amy and Brian have to go to bed because they've been working for 16 hours, I can answer the questions, or anybody in the room can answer the questions that have senior or elite by their names. And if you just can't get any satisfaction, just text me or email me or email Max, and we'll be happy to get back to you. That's the whole. Yeah. What's that? Yeah. That's the whole premise of this company. Pay it forward is a big thing, and there's some big things coming. Max has with he calls it traded forward, and I'm going to let Max talk about that at a later date. But it's exciting, and it helps people, and that's the kind of man he is. And he helped me, and I'm sure he helped a lot of other people in this room. And you just want to help other people. You just have that, you know. I know I can't be the only one. I know Ken's here. I know Dan's here. I know Chi's here, and that was my first aha moment with Chi when I made that 5-minute video for him, and he got it, and he went, he did better than I did in like 20 trades. You know what I mean? So they're the moments you enjoy being a part of the company. As far as um, anything else you guys need, we're here. And I excuse me for 1 second. Yes, I have a big cat in my lap that just jumped up here. Excuse me 1 second. Okay. As far as anything else, I'm going to open it to questions in the room real quick. I know I wanted to be a little fast today. And Max, did you have anything you wanted to say?
I wanted to be able to leave this video for you to be able to work with. And I can tell you right now that this is Mike's first time presenting this passion. And I got to tell you, my hat's off to you. I appreciate the workload that you have done to get here. I don't want to contradict anything you've said because you said it from who you are. And that's the most important thing here is that you as an individual, Michael, have shown that the network, the solution, no matter how many things got thrown against you in your regular life and even in this system here, learning and going through the process and trading and being able to accept the advice and listen to the real answers. That's the toughest part is accepting the real answers that you're going to be given. So
well, it certainly was painful for me in the beginning, and it. I can't thank you enough for you didn't let me. You knew I wanted to be. This is what I wanted to do, and you didn't let me stray from that. And that's the kind of person I want to be in consults. If I see that you're having a problem and I know I can solve it, you know what I mean? I gave it to you straight. There's some people in the room today that I gave it to straight, and hopefully they'll turn their trading around.
So we know that the system works. We know that the programs work. We know the signals work. We know the charts work. We know that these things work. So when they don't, it's the individual. And that's what it always it's always the individual. It is you, it is me, it is Brian, it is everybody who, when the system breaks down, it's the individual that's breaking it down. The system's already proven it works. It can't work for you and 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 people and not work for another because it's just a system, it's just a program. So you have proven that it works. Your incremental crawl process that I developed for you and developed for others was there because it needed to switch your mentality. It's for people like Brian Bonner. It's for people like other, Brian Morris and other people in it. Maybe not all Brian's, but it's for those people that need to see that your brain needs to move in small little itty bitty parts, right? Because when you got too much going on, you gotta build up that character. Those synapses in your brain need to fire in a certain fashion to be able to accept the fact that you're making $1,600 in a day. And there's even a possibility you can make 3,200 if you really got the money. So it really comes down to you, Michael, you and John and all the other people, Thor, and these people that are here putting their time in every day, that like the Brian Morrises and the others that are always in that room working every day, countless. So if I have anything to say about it, it's to build more of you, and you're bringing in more of you because they hear how you are responding. Because listen, you didn't build this, did you? You didn't build the company.
No.
To this
No,
point.
I actually started in 20-minute the 20-minute trading room with Thor, and I spent every day with Thor. I thought, he was my work buddy. You know what I mean? Every day it was me, him, and this Heidvig, and I don't even know if Heidvig is still with the company, but he was from Iceland. And every morning we're in there, we're getting our drinks, and we're waiting, on the the news, and I didn't know what I was doing back then, but I knew I was, and I'm sure Thor, if he was here, he would tell you that he told me in another webinar that I was very skeptical back then. And, it's really funny that Thor actually calmed me down a lot of times. And, great guy. And really, I really wanted that room to be successful. Oh, he's here. Okay.
Yeah.
We were every day, you're grinding, and that's just 3 short months ago. And the company has come so far in 3 short months with new processes. The 5-minute, all of a sudden Max is putting together a 5-minute, different 5-minute than the original Trader's Mind, and a double stochastic, right, Max?
Yeah. Yeah. There's 2 versions of the Trader's Mind. There's the double stochastic. We call it the double stow because I always say stochastic as well, chapstick or whatever. But there's a double stow technique that we teach in the Trader's Mind over at Dex Signals. And then we're going to be teaching it's more of a trend reverse full circle 5-minute trade system that we're doing with intradays. And then there's another version, a third version that's going to be for Dex Trader that's using the stochastics on the 5-minute page for Trader's Mind as well. So there's 3 versions of this, but it really does come down to just training in the 5-minute series to get enough experience. You can still train in 1 hour, but that's another webinar. I just wanted to say congratulations. You did a hell of a job tonight. You can swing this around to open it up for questions, but let's call the recording done for those that are watching this after the fact. But go ahead and continue and do the closeout, and we'll hit the record, and then we'll get into questions and answers. But thank you for doing so well tonight.
All right, folks, we're going to finish up here. I'd like to thank everybody for coming to my very first webinar, for first of many, many more. And while I am excited and I am looking forward to more, I'm also looking forward to talking to more people. I spend a lot of time in the room. I may not be, I'm in the room. A lot of times I'm either doing a consult or I'm trading, but I will get back to everybody that asks questions. And now you have my email, so please use it. And I'd like to thank everyone. And for the people that, if there's any new people here or anybody that isn't with our company, we give you a little Dex Save 50. So when you go and you're getting out, you save $50 for the first month, and we thank you for that. And believe me, oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah, I think
my
I forgot
fault.
to tell you to do that. That's my fault.
Yes, it's Dex Save 50, all in capitals. Thank you, Amy.
Mhm.
And we save you $50 from your first month. There is a special going on right now where you can have all three for $197, which is probably the best way to go, I believe. The Dex Trader itself, with just the data processing center, and we're not even talking about future stuff with that. The data processing center itself has already made me
Mhm.
probably $250 on the
Mhm.
AUD, USD, on the dailies, which I never take, but I take now, that particular one that I've won the last 3 times. And that in itself has paid for it for me. So um, I'd like to thank Max for being my wingman today. And I will, we're going to end the video here, and thank you again. And we'll see you all in the room, and we'll see you all. And again, if you need any help at all, reach out to us. Thank you, and trade well, and have a great night.